boldest thing I'm going to say, and I'm going to lead this into kind of a way where it's like, it's a little later in the show, but we'll go ahead and give you a tad bit right now. The guy that does not make it if he does not win this weekend. Okay, is the 5-car of Kyle Larson. Damn! That is a bold prediction. But if Kyle Larson does not go out and win this weekend, what's going on, y'all? I'm Brandon Atlanta Man Bang, coming to you live right here, Coach's Corner, the center of the universe, Thunderbolt, Georgia. Hey, another episode of Rubbin' and Grubbin'. Rubbin' is racing, grubbin' is tasting. Man, thank you guys for tuning in on a nice and hot Wednesday. I thought it was supposed to be colder today. Hopefully we get there towards the end of the week, man. I'm ready for some fall weather, but feeling good, man. Hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. Got a lot of things going on to go over in NASCAR right now, man. We're making some moves, kind of that not off season, but winding season down, moves being made, crew chiefs going this way, people going that way. Who do you got? Who do I got? We're going to go over it all right here Wednesday at Coach's Corner, center of the universe, baby. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you're new, the way we like to start it out is what we call the word of the day, y'all. Basically, the way this works is Lawrence is going to throw a word up there. I have no idea what it's going to be, but whatever it is, every time I say it, you take a sip of your favorite adult beverage. As I always like to say, it's age appropriate. If you're under 21, Kool-Aid, sweet tea, energy drink, Coca-Cola, whatever it is, man, do your thing. It's Wednesday, so have fun. Last week's word was SVG, which headed into the Roval. Probably said that a few times. I mean, the guy is dominated. We're going to talk about it a little bit later on in the show, but at the end of the day, he's doing his thing out there. So this week's word is going to be, I have no idea, y'all, but every time I say it, play along, take a sip. So getting into the NASCAR news, I just talked about it. SVG comes home victorious again there at the Roval. I mean, what the hell, dude? I mean, let's be honest, right? Like, I hear people talking all this ish, which I'm going to say is some ish, right? Talking all this ish about SVG being the best ever to do it and yada, yada, yada. We're going to run that down a little bit later in the show. I'll give you my thoughts on it, and we'll go from there. But I'll tell you what, he's doing his thing, man. I will say that. He's doing his thing, right? So can't hate on him one bit in that. But I tell you what, came home victorious. Had to earn this one a little bit. And had to come back and hope the strategy was right and hope everything fell the right way. But, man, he was fast. He's good. He's good at what he does for sure. NASCAR, man. Next thing, NASCAR 2026. We're up in the HP, baby. We're getting more horsepower. Don't get too excited. Only at mile tracks and under and road courses, right? Which is great. I think that's the only thing we really need to update what you want the car to do. I mean, we all know throttle response and horsepower, it all comes hand in hand. Being able to drive the car through the throttle compared to all aero. Where we're at now, but a lot of mile and a halves, Kansas, a lot of them are just all aero, man. I mean, come on, Vegas, everything that's aero, mile and a half, classic, old school. I'm glad to hear it. I hope it's a new direction that we head. I hope it opens other doors to where we can go, okay, we're better on this, better on that. I think we've done the best we can through the tires the last couple seasons. We've seen a lot of new things go on with tires and new compounds and just different options. I think we shouldn't lose the option. I think the option tire to short track's great. If you want to go old school and add something in, that's what you should add in always. But yeah, awesome deal, man. So I'm glad to hear it. Glad to see that teams are going to be pumping money in, getting it, building that sport back. Love to see it, man. Going to be awesome. Ready for 2026 already for sure. We can't go any further, man. You see the shirt, dude. Come on, man. This is a classic tee, by the way. I will say that. This is my great uncle that sent me this one. Awesome Bill from Dawsonville. Happy 70th, brother. I mean, you know what I mean? Rang the siren a couple weeks ago for Chase the boy. 70 years old, man. I'll tell you what. This might be one of the only Fords that I love because I don't put anything that has that blue oval on, but it might be one of the only shirts I will wear. I got to pay homage, the ones before me, right? And my great uncle's one of them. In honor of that, man, you've seen this up here for a couple weeks. Look here. All right, 94, Bill Elliott, 1995 edition. Never been opened. I can promise you that. It's mine. And this is just a cool little piece of memorabilia I got signed up. Back in the day, let's see, this was 1994 or 5, right? They produced these cards. It was an Earnhardt and Gordon set, all right? And anyways, Rusty Wallace autograph, paying homage to Davey Allison and maybe Kawicki, but I know it's Davey Allison. Earnhardt won championship. Rusty Wallace might have won that last race there at Atlanta, maybe. If not, just paying homage, man. But awesome. Giving it away. Subscribe, man. Some random person right now is going to give it away. If you can tell me what 3 tracks Awesome Bill from Dawsonville won the Winston Million on, right? The 3 tracks he did it on, it's everybody's hat's in. We'll give it away next week, right? We'll announce a winner. So throw it in there, man, for sure. But happy birthday, man. I love it. Paying homage to Chase the Bulldog. You know what I mean? So speaking of the Bulldog, I don't know if anybody else saw Chase Briscoe's post today about the funny thing that he was going down and doing to gain the popular vote, most popular driver. He literally shaved a mustache to Chase Elliott and wrote "Go Dogs," which I really love it. I love it. It's kind of unique, but good luck, man. You got a long way to go, dude, before you get those roots run deep, dude. You got a long way to go, man, but love it. So NASCAR laying the wood, man, to meet with teams about race manipulation. All right, and we'll go ahead and break this down right now. Anybody that's seen the video of Denny Hamlin talking about if I would have known I would have done this type thing, you can thank Dennis for having this and NASCAR look into it even deeper, right? Like, come on, man. Why do you, snitched on everybody and yourself, right? Like, I don't even get it in a way, but, yeah, I hadn't heard the scanner radio. I hadn't heard the spotter talking to him about points or anything like that. Obviously, the 11's in. The one in the 22 battle in there, which we'll talk more about in a bit. But to come out like that and look at the camera a couple times, make eye contact, you wanted them to hear it, man. That's kind of, I don't know, it's shady in a way. I don't like it, but whatever. Never been my cup of tea. Don't deny them. I mean, going 60 wins, hunting for 60 wins, I say Denny Hamlin ends up with more Cup Series wins than Kyle Busch. You heard it here. I will say that, all right? But come on, man. You can thank Dennis the Menace for that one, man. If you guys haven't yet, go out, like, share, follow, all that social, y'all. Lawrence does a great job. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everything. That's all it'll be, man. The man, the myth, the legend does it all. Keep in contact. He informs me. We very tight rapport, if you will, right? But nah, man. Go out, follow all of it. Most importantly, hit the YouTube channel, y'all. Subscribe. So many good things. Still the helmet to go away. This is going next week. Broughton Boat Ride out there. Will Hare Racing. I mean, come on, dude. We're supporting young, up-and-coming athletes in the sport of motorsports, right? It's not as easy as everybody goes, okay, anybody can pick up a bat, can pick up a ball and play, right? But to go racing, man, it takes devotion not only for yourself, but your family. So come on out, man. I mean, show it up. This is what it's all about. Support your local dirt track racers. Support your guys got some talent, man. Push them. Push them to be better. That's what it all is about. But follow that social, y'all. So San Diego, a hot commodity right now, man. San Diego, if you listen to NASCAR, we're coming into next year. We're going to go the race on the base, as I like to call it. I don't even think they called it that yet, but I like to call it that. Yeah, I coined that a few months ago. Go back and look, all right? The race on the base, right? Which it really is, right? We're going to Air Force Base, San Diego, or Navy Base. Going to run it, do their thing, all right? Awesome, right? But how do you practice for that? How do you practice for a track like the first year we go to Chicago, right? How do you practice for something that isn't there? You just can only live off of it. Well, I'll tell you how. NASCAR and sim racing, by the way, is how. Sim is all you're going to be able to do. You're not going to be able to race that and get laps in. You're not going to be able to do any of that. So watch out, dude. It's going to be interesting. I will say this. I'm not going to pick a winner for that race next year, right? I will as we get closer. I'll pick somebody that I go, okay, this guy. But I'll say this. I bet SVG doesn't win that race. I'll bet money on that one. Now, we'll see. Anybody that wants to take it, $5, I'll pay you out cash money, crypto, whatever it is you're into, man. But if I win, you donate $5 for a charity. I'll take the bet right now, lock it in. Anybody, just hashtag, we'll go race on the base. You know, throw a little comment on there, bet your donation, man. I'll donate in. SVG doesn't win that one. So NASCAR 2311 and Front Row are all supposed to meet here coming up October 21st for a settlement consultation, which isn't really like a settlement hearing, right? But it's just kind of, we're going to feel both sides of the fence out and see where we're at and how far apart we are. I'll tell you what, man, what's been going on the last couple of weeks, when you saw all those big teams sign that petition, it's either get in where you fit in or get the hell on, man. And I love Michael Jordan as an athlete. I love him as a entrepreneur. I love him as a business owner. He's not scared to spend the money. But at the end of the day, this is something a little bit different than I feel like he should have got into. I mean, I've said it. He should have just bought Chicagoland outright for $140 million, owned the track. NASCAR paid him to go there. NASCAR sanctioned him to have a race. That's what it's all about, right? Like, that's what he should have done if you wanted to make the big bucks, right? If it's good enough for a Roger Penske and a Rick Hendrick, that's the only two that really matter. I mean, JGR, sure, if you want to, Gibbs. If it's good enough for Mr. Hendrick to sign it, it's good enough, man. So anyways, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this, how it all folds down, what all falls out of it. But I see 2311 conforming, signing it up, being done with it. NASCAR wash it under the rug, and we move on. That's what's going to happen, man. I really hope NASCAR didn't try to hook them, and take them. I think it's just one of those things like flex the muscle. Somebody's biceps bigger, and we realized it, and we're done, right? So before I get out of here with the news, dude, let's get into this. What about the man Connor Zilisch over there? All right, what about the man Connor Zilisch over there? All right, 10 wins on the season. And what about Corey Heim, 10 wins? Right? Like, I mean, these guys are acing and blazing the track right now, right? Heim, you had your shot. You did your thing. Connor Zilisch, I'm going to tell you this, dude. Anybody, they talk all that ish about Cup Series, about SVG and dominating this. How many of those Xfinity races SVG win against Connor Zilisch this year? Go ahead and check those stats real quick, and you'll see who owns who, right? So we're going to get into that deeper in the show about somebody else, which really plucked a nerve with me, if you know me. The talk of the town this week, if you will. Not taking anything away from SVG, that's great, but you were hired for one reason and one reason only, and it's because we have 6 road courses on a schedule that all you got to do is win one. So we'll talk about that more in a bit. But, hey, I love to see it. Zilisch. He'll be at Hendrick. Give it 3 years. 2 years. Rookie contract, 2 years. Alex Bowman's out. Connor Zilisch coming right over. I mean, pretty boy Floyd. Come on, man. Got the face. We get Lowe's behind him, Alley behind him, whoever's behind him. You know, come on, man. He's got it. He's got it in the bag. Dude's got money in the bag. So, moving on to the playoff picture, dude, I'll tell you this, all right? This is something interesting, the round of 8. And this is a difficult round of 8, to be honest. I feel like every year we move through the next-gen car, we've had a more difficult round to pick who's really going to be good, right? I really feel that way. Round 8's tough, man. First 4 out for me, right here. And I hate to do it because they're super nice folks, okay? The 19 of Briscoe, I take him out. Briscoe's out. 19 car, historically, great average finish at Vegas. I just don't know if he's got it. Maybe he does, right? Maybe he does, but maybe he doesn't beat the competitors in a way, all right? 19's out. The 12 is out. Okay? The 12 is out, yeah. The 12 is out. The 12's out. Okay? I had to go between 2 of the Penskes that are still in. 12's out. All right? I don't know, man. We're going to see how it all plays out. I don't know. I'm just shooting in the blind, right? I'm just saying. $10 bet between me and you? All right, $10 bet between me and Lawrence. 12, I say 12's out. Doesn't make the round of 4. Lawrence says he's in. All right, 12's out. All right, here's another very bold prediction, okay? The 24 car of William Byron does not make the round of 4. I know, very tough. Very tough decision right there for me, okay? Now, here's the most boldest thing I'm going to say. And I'm going to lead this into kind of a way where it's like, it's a little later in the show, but we'll go ahead and give you a tad bit right now. The guy that does not make it, if he does not win this weekend, okay, is the 5 car of Kyle Larson. That is a bold prediction. But if Kyle Larson does not go out and win this weekend, be honest. I mean, look at it. And Will Hare's here in the house, by the way. Huge Kyle Larson fan. I am too. I love him. I mean, great race car driver. Probably the best race car driver I've seen since Jeff Gordon. Let's be honest. Outside of Kyle Busch. I mean, they can all go neck and neck. But Kyle Busch is kind of a prick, right? But at the end of the day, if he does not go out and win Vegas, do you think he's going to win Talladega? Honestly, you think he's going to win Talladega? What's the average finish on, super speedways for Kyle Larson? Not good, right? And then we go to Martinsville, and you expect him to come out at Martinsville against Denny Hamlin and against all these guys, and right. I don't know. Stage points, I guess it depends on how the field runs, what happens. But it's just where I'm going with it. I hate it. For Larson fans, I'm a Hendrick man. You know it. I love Chase Chevy all day. Love 24 too. I just took 2 Hendrick Chevrolets out. The only one to make it is a 9. He's going to make it because of consistency. What he's been doing all year. That's all that matters, man. So, the Bulldog. Got to give a big shout out, man. Check your flag for charity. If you guys are new to tuning into this is the way we do it, man. I'm going to tell you this. Whatever car number wins, we donate in. This is a pretty good little hit right here for 5 times this year, right? 5 road course wins in a row. $88 going in the damn pot right there, y'all. 86 now that I said damn. It's not really a cuss word, but we'll throw it in there. I tell you what, man. It's awesome to be able to do that. Lawrence, everybody that donates in, all the sponsors, Arbor Man Tree Service we're going to talk about here soon, Lamar's Body Shop, just everybody, East Coast Logistics, Coach's Corner, everybody that's involved in this, man. I can't say thank you enough to everybody that does this, man. It's just an awesome time to get up and shoot the shit, to be honest, and talk about something I love and rip somewhere I love being. So that's what it's all about, man. But like I said, getting ready to get into that who's hot and who's not. But before we do, and before we get into sponsorship, we are going to pause for station identification right here at Coach's Corner Sports Network. Cheers, y'all. All right, man. Before we get into that who's hot and who's not, got to give a big shout out to my main man, Parker Eccles over there, owner, operator, Arbor Man Tree Service, the best tree service in Savannah. You'll see that number scrolling all night long on the bottom of the screen right here on Rubbin' and Grubbin'. Doesn't matter what it is, man. Full tree removal, stump grinding, limbs getting cut back. You need an estimate. We still got a little bit to go in hurricane season and might as well always get prepared. Give Parker a call over there, Arbor Man. Him and his team, not fading the funk with you, man. They give it to you straight. They're awesome. Mentioning Rubbin' and Grubbin', ain't no telling. I don't know what he's going to do for you. He might give you a $5 bill. He might give you a sticker. I don't know. He might give you 20%. I don't know what he's going to do. Yeah, that's up to him. But I love you, Parker, man, and I can't wait to see you, brother. And thank you, as always, for sponsoring the show, man. But, hey, again, Arbor Man Tree Service all night long, scrolling. No job too big, too small. Give Parker a call, baby. So getting into the who's hot. And look, if we're just talking about what's going on and who's hot on a season, I'm going to give it to SVG. He's hot. You can't beat him right now on a road course, man. You really can't, man. It takes a lot. You're going to have to wreck him. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later on. But deported? Nah, I can't, man. You ain't taking that visa away. Australians are good-looking people. You know what I mean? I mean, not saying he's my forte if I was, on that side of the fence or anything. I'm just saying, he's good. Australians are good-looking people, man. And they got a nice accent. It sounds great. And they live in some dangerous shit down there. Spiders and snakes and crocodiles. That's some wild stuff down there, man. So it doesn't surprise me he wants to go fast and run away from it. Doesn't surprise me. But SVG, number 1 on the list this week, man. The season he has had is exactly what Trackhouse hired him to do. I'm not saying, and it's not easy to do. This is not something that's easy to do. Every format of road course racing. Elevation change, sharp this, somewhere foreign, something different, rovals. The man showed up every time, right? He has. So I give him number one this week. He deserves the limelight, and I can't wait. I'm trying to catch a rugby football, man. Come down to Atlanta Motor Speedway in February, spot Q23, and come see me. I need a rugby football. You know what I mean? I need that. But number two, I mean, come on, man. Let's get into it. I mean, to be honest, I'll take the 5. I just put him out of the playoffs, but I'll take the 5, man. He's got to stay hot, but it's this weekend and this weekend only. I look at the next race. The standings are decent. He's got a decent amount, but it can all change in a race, right? We know that. This weekend at Vegas, I expect a top 10, obviously. But if it's not a win and we go to Talladega and for some reason the 5 has some BS and gets caught up in it, it's going to be hard-pressed at Martinsville. And I'm not saying he's not good at Martinsville. I'm just saying in general it's not who I'm rolling with number one at Martinsville. I mean, anybody that watches the sport, you should know who you roll with number one at Martinsville always. Not saying he hadn't won it, not saying he hadn't done good. But I'll take him number 2 this week. And I think the 5 has a very strong run, contends for the win at Vegas, to be honest. Had it won in the spring, which we'll talk about in a way. So another one right here on the hot list, and Lawrence is going to love this, man. I'll throw $1 in here. Fords in general. Not saying the way they've been running, but we're going to a Ford owned track. You know, if you go back and look through these years, Ford owned this when it came out for a good long while. Jimmy Johnson had a good run. Gordon won a couple. Ford owned it. Kenseth, Mark Martin, Jeff Burton, Carl Edwards owned it for a long time. Now, if you go back and look at about the last, we'll say 2001 to now, Joe Logano and Kyle Larson do a pretty good job of cleaning that up. So, at the end of the day, be on the lookout for a Ford this weekend. Take one in your lineup, whatever you're doing, for sure. I don't care what Ford it is, just take one. So, that'll do it for the hot. We're getting ready to get into the not, and I hate to say it, but Kyle Busch, I know he can't wait to leave. I know he cannot wait to leave Richard Childress. I know he's trying to be a good sport, which I love to death. It's awesome. He's grown up a lot. But let's be honest, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? You had a chance to go out and get Rodney Childers right there and pay that money, getting back over there at RCR in a way, right? Chevy team. Come on, man. You had a way, and you didn't. So I say 2026, maybe you might see Kyle Busch in 2311. It's a rumor. You might. Denny might retire and put Kyle in it. Who knows? If he wants to. I mean, we'll see. I make a $5 bet with anybody said Denny Hamlin has 65 wins in Cup by the end of next year. Kyle Busch should go to 2311 and try to get 65 as well. But we'll see. So, also on the not list, Dennis the Menace. Man, I got to put Denny Hamlin on here, the 11. And look, dude, you almost made it 3 weeks in a row with nothing but drama. Like, for real, drama. Like, you and Ty Gibbs got into it. You got mad about the way he raced you, and then boom, next week you do what you do, and yada, 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 and still don't win the race. You took your own car out and didn't even win the race, man. Neither one of them got in the playoffs, right? You cost yourself some money. And then week 3, here we are with Chastain, right? And I'm glad you came out in the way you came out. Oh, if I would have known, come on, dude. You knew exactly what you were doing. You put us into the predicament that we're in now. NASCAR is going to start reviewing everything, every word of communication, all these things. You're taking the heart of the sport out because you're a sore loser. Let's be honest. Denny Hamlin is a sore loser. Does he win? Yeah, he's a great winner, right? When he wins, he wins. He's a great race car driver, hands down. I'm hanging on the Bible right here on my daughter. Great race car driver, man. I'm going to say close to the best of a generation. Everybody talks about Kyle Busch. Denny Hamlin didn't have the same career path, right? He went to Xfinity, did his thing, moved back down, but once he was in Cup, he was on it. And Denny Hamlin will have more Cup Series win than Kyle Busch when it's all said and done. He will. But at the end of the day, on the knot, man, just zip them, dude. Like, you cost your team. Like, nobody even busted your ass or your balls about costing your team that you own and Michael Jordan owned a chance at the playoffs. Yeah, you might have caught backlash if you would have been like, oh, well, no, yeah, got a little loose there, and Bubba Wallace won the race, right? Dale Sr. did it. I talked about it last week. Dale Sr. did it when he died, to be honest, and the race he died in. What, you don't think he was blocking for Michael Waltrip and Dale Jr. out front? Go back and watch the race. Point being, got to know when to hold them, know when to show them, know when to fold them. Hell, Kenny Rogers had it best, and good fried chicken, too. So, at the end of the day, knows a little better than Dennis the Menace, man. You got to get after it. So, NASCAR playoffs makes the last thing in the night list, y'all, for real. Richard Petty, numerous people talk about it, and I'm not talking about going back to a full 36 race type thing. I think if we resorted back that, all right, the qualifications to make the playoffs should be season long. Okay, 26 races deep. 26. 36 race season, 26. Okay. Same thing we're doing now. Should be 26 races long. All right. Win and you're in. Nah, whatever. I think we should pay more for a win, or we should only take the winners in. So if there's only 8 people, 9 drivers that win races all year long, and there should only be 9 guys that race for a championship. Or, okay, we take the amount of points that it takes in the last 10 races, and until you're mathematically, like if the guy in first finished dead last every race, could you win it? If this happened, could you win it? And until all those possibilities are out, we're in 2025, almost 2026. Chat GPT will do it for you really quick. You click on this, click on that. AI will do it for you, right? Then everybody should be in. So if there's 20 guys, cool. If there's 9 guys, cool. If there's 11 guys, cool, right? And I think there shouldn't be eliminations. I don't think you should be eliminating until you're mathematically out. But I think the chase playoff format, 10 races, 1 to 26 are points. 26 to 36 are all the playoffs. 10 races. Not elimination rounds, not any of that. 10 races to the end would be awesome with the point system we have now, if we're not going to go back to the old Winston Cup point system. My thoughts. So that'll do it for the who's hot and who's not, man. We are getting ready to get right into that recap there at the Roval. And Will was there. Will, you were at the Roval, weren't you? Oh, your mom and dad went. They left you? Oh, my God. You see that? Racer got left at home. Mom and dad went and had fun. That's what NASCAR will do to you, man. But they were up there having a good time. I bet you did. I bet you did. But they were out there having a good time, man, and awesome stuff. Just a good recap. I'm not a fan. I'm still not a fan. To me, again, a true road course is better always than something you manipulate or build. I love what we're doing this year down in San Diego. Homage to something NASCAR supports, military and America in general. I love that, right? But let's be honest, man. Like, that kind of stuff, let's be done with it in a way, right? I think it's awesome. I think the Roval brings a unique factor into it and makes people play different, especially this one. This one had a lot of different strategies that folded up and changed different times throughout the race, which I loved. But, come on, man. We all knew who should have won the race, even if he didn't win the race, which he did. But we all should have known who was going to win the race and who should have won the race by how that race went. SVG, he's fire, right? He's on fire, man. He's hot. Now, is he as good as Jeff Gordon? We're going to talk about that in just a little bit. We're going to talk about that here in a later part of the show, but right now he's the best thing in there. Larson, again, looked good. I mean, there was a lot of guys that looked good throughout that race, man. You know, Allmendinger looked good and had a good strategy until he didn't, and he kind of fell back track position. It cost him in the end. You know, Hamlin and Chastain's event again, figure it out. Those two together meeting up again, doing their same thing. You know, we can go on for days of all the good things that we saw in the drama we saw, which is what the playoffs build. But, again, come on, man. I mean, Chastain, you know, with Logano, he messed up himself, and he owned it. And I love that he owned it. You know, I love the fact that he goes, yeah, I cost us. And you did, and that's it. And you go, and that's the team aspect of the sport. You cost me multiple times throughout the season. I cost you when it mattered. It happens. Connor Zilisch is getting ready to take the diaper off of Ross Chastain, by the way. Anybody that's a Trackhouse fan, you might as well go ahead and get on that Connor Zilisch bandwagon, because the man's getting ready to take Chastain's diaper and own it, like beating him up in preschool over, you know what I mean, extra nap time or something. I'm telling you. So, pit road cost some options there. Like I said, man, cost some havoc. We saw Chastain. That's what cost him the race. Let's be honest. Driver mistake there. Overshooting that and not getting the car to turn, which it was hectic. We can say that. It is a very hectic turn there. But he cost him. You got one job, man. You got one job. Drive the car, and you didn't drive it very good other than straight. But I'm not going to bust on them too hard. Good run. Trackhouse made some money. On to the next season. A lot of wins there, man. That's something to be said for SVG for sure. If that guy can figure out an oval, if he can figure out how to run top 10, top 15 in an oval, that'll be a contender every year if he can get the stage points. Got to get the right people on the box to get those money points. So that'll do it for the recap, man. We are getting ready to get into the preview here coming up at Vegas, man. Sin City. Woo, I tell you what, I got a Vegas hat. My boy Harrington brought back to me a couple years ago. I've worn it once, but a little too flat bill for me. I get Thuggy T up here, which I got to give a big shout out to my boy Todd Barton. Birthdays, what's today? Wednesday? Friday, the 10th. Big shout out to him, old Thuggy. But yeah, a little too flat for me, a little Vegas style, but that's all right. Awesome stuff, man. Gonna be awesome, but we got to talk about the Victory Forge keys to victory right here, man. I mean, come on. Liberty Forge keys to victory. Let's be honest, y'all. Amazing wheels. I'm telling you, I still got one. It's in my garage. It's awesome. I need to bring it up so you guys can see it, but check the website out. Liberty Forge, awesome wheels, 100% USA, cut to order. Things are amazing, man. Taking off too, so get on the bandwagon, man. Get some swag, get some stickers. Again, mention rubbing and grubbing, Coach's Corner. Ain't no telling what they'll do for you, man. The keys to victory right here. Hey, clean air at Vegas. You better have that clean air, and you better run good at Vegas, man. Qualify good, stay out of trouble, get out front and run it. Depending on what tires they bring and depending on what happens, thank you, sir, we will see what they do. Pit road, again, man, pit road, on and off pit road at Vegas, pretty iffy. This time of year, wind always is blowing there. This time of year especially, again, like the spring. We will see what they can do, but be good on pit road and watch what you do. Be safe. Strategy. Hopefully this race doesn't play out to need some weird fuel strategy or tires or something crazy. Tires I'm okay with. Fuel I'm not. All right, hopefully it doesn't fold out to somebody staying out and trying to run the mile. I mean, we'll see how it goes, right? But hopefully it doesn't. But strategy is key. And number 4, last but not least, fuel. Again, I just mentioned it. If somebody can stretch it, figure out a way. Behind on track position, figure out a way to get a lap ahead. Caution fall the right way. These things happen, man. We've seen it. And somebody's going to play a spoiler in these playoffs. We hadn't really had a spoiler yet, have we? Nah, not in the playoffs. Everybody that's in it's pretty much win it. So we'll see. It's going to happen somewhere. It'll happen. So Vegas preview, man, like I said, dude, fast D-shape, true D-shape 1.5 miles, by the way. Awesome, own unique characteristics, kick-ass track, love it. A lot to do there, obviously, in Sin City. I mean, you can't go bad, and the weather's got to be great there. From cold cities, you go here in October, got to eat it up. It's got to be 88, something sunny, low humidity, I would think, this time of year. Very dry, but awesome, man. Like Kansas in a way, not really. I mean, maybe the old one, not this one. But I tell you what, man, Ford won it in the spring, 21. Josh Berry, of all people, man, got lucky in a way, but owned it and won it. So awesome run for him. And can somebody beat him, or is he going to repeat, man? What's it up to? I mean, like I said, Logano and Larson are the guys, man. So be on the lookout for them. It's going to be a 5:30 our time race, so be on the lookout for that. But better yet, if you're looking for something to do on Sunday, come up to Coach's Corner. Savannah's home for NASCAR, baby. That's what it's all about. So getting ready to get into that money line, man. But before we do, money line presented by Redfin Polarized Sunglasses, man. It don't matter if you got a wall hanger or money on the line. Make sure you see it clearly with the best polarized sunglasses on the planet, y'all. Redfin Polarized, Carl Zeiss lenses, Carl Zeiss lenses, Italian frames. These things are on fire. Doesn't matter what you're fishing in, hunting in, they got you covered, man. Watercolor, water depth, man, I'm telling you 100%. They got you covered over at Redfin. Got some really cool swag as well, man. Shirts, hats, t-shirts, awesome stuff, man. You guys make sure you're checking that out for sure. And again, if you use code Rubbin' and Grubbin', save you 15%, man. So as I always say, hey, live life fins up, Redfin Polarized, baby. So top five. Now, look, I've talked bad about him in a way for a little bit during the show, but I'll take the 5 card, number 1 this week. All right. I draw 1, I take the 5 all day long. Kyle Larson, had it won last year in the spring, got caught up in the way the field flipped, came back to finish 10th. Could have had it. 2 for me, it's a Ford. Lawrence will love it. Logano. All right, Logano for sure. The guy knows what he's doing there. Come on, dude. It's named after what, Pennzoil, whatever. Come on, dude. The dude's gonna run good. Mile and a half's been shit for Penske in a way all year long. 22 will show up. Mark my words. Same MO as last year. Same MO. 3 for me, William Byron, baby. Let's get that 24 car out there. Another guy said I missed the playoffs, right? But I think he's got a chance. You go back and look at average finish since the next gen, William Byron's in the top 3. All right, William Byron's got good finish. No wins there yet, but good finish. 1 win, maybe. Maybe 1, excuse me. I don't know. I've had a beer or 2, okay? Maybe 1 win. 4 for me, Christopher Bell. Again, another contender that probably could have ran for that one in the spring. Kind of got caught up on pit road. Had to come back down front end damage. If you guys remember, he stopped in Chase Briscoe's pit box, and they fixed it for him type thing, right? Yeah, well, there will be a rule against that here in the near future, man. Mark my words, all right? Awesome. A few teams have done it this year. Awesome. I like it. 5 for me. Come on. You see it. It's a daddy's birthday weekend. You don't think that man's going to hunt? Them dogs going to hunt? Them dogs going to hunt just as hard as my dog's getting ready to piss all over Auburn Saturday at 7:30, dude. All right, I'm going to give you that rundown here in just a minute. But Chase the Bulldog Elliott, number 5 this weekend. Maybe not content for a win, but I bet he finishes top 7. I'll take a dollar bet. 100 people can say it. Top 7. I'll take it. Dark horses, the guy that's got the best average finish since 2021, Ross Chastain. The watermelon man himself that's out of the playoffs. Has the best average finish at Vegas. I didn't believe this till I looked it up. I'll take Tyler Reddick as well, and here's a forward for you. I wish Dan was out here. He just walked inside. Big shout out to Dan Walker. Great guy. 17, Chris Buescher. I'll take him this weekend, too. We'll see what he does there at Vegas. So that'll do it for the money line, man. We're getting ready to get into that hard right turn, but before we do, we're going to pause for station identification one last time right here. Coach's Corner, Sports Network, the center of the universe, Thunderbolt, Georgia. Come out, man. You guys already know. Best place for live music, great food, great people, a lot of fun. Got trivia popping off. What time? 7:30? 7:30, I think, is when they start trivia. Got trivia popping off tonight every Wednesday, man. So come out, have fun, bring your crew. Kid-friendly as well. It's an awesome time. I should drink beer if I pause, right? Yeah, I should. All right, man. Got to give a big shout out to Lamar over there at Lamar's Body Shop. 35 plus years taking care of Savannah's auto collision needs. The best auto collision service in the area. Not fading the funk with you. Again, you'll see that number and address scrolling all night long. 2301 Skidaway Road. Hop, skipping, and jump away from coaches, man. Lamar and his team do not cut any corners on you, man. They're not going to fade the funk with you. They're going to give it to you straight. It's an awesome place. I've had my vehicles, Lawrence, so many people that we know, man. So make sure you're going and checking out Lamar up there. Again, 35 plus years. Savannah's auto collision needs, man. The best in the business. 2301 Skidaway Road. I love you, as I always say. Why settle for par? Go see Lamar, man. Hard right turn. Boy, and let me tell you something. I can tell you, now I feel how my uncles felt when I was a young buck watching NASCAR and talking all the ish about Gordon and how he's the best ever and all this, which to me, to the standard, he still is, and I'll argue with that with anybody. Maybe not 7 championships, all right, not 5 in a row like Jimmy Johnson, yada yada, but Jimmy Johnson didn't win 93 races either, and Rick Hendrick didn't pay NASCAR for about 8 years either. But anyways, long story short, SVG Jeff Gordon. Who's the road course king? Who is? Right? This is a good debate. I mean, this is a great debate between, sports fans. Like baseball and football, yeah, you get into it, who's the best quarterback, right? This is kind of the same thing in a way. To me, it's always going to be Gordon. I mean, you know it. I love my man. You know it. And Jeff Gordon is the GOAT to me. The best ever to do it. 4 championships, 93 wins. Like I say all the time, 33 race wins in 3 years on a 32 race schedule. Jimmy Johnson never did it. Richard Petty did, but they raced like 97 times a week. End of the day, right? You can't compare, right? It's a little bit different, kind of like baseball in a way. But let's say this. We had 2 road courses on a schedule in the year, right? What used to be Infinity Raceway, which I always know it as, right? Then now it's Sonoma, right? And Watkins Glen. Those were the 2 you had every year. 2 that you had every year. Gordon won 6. He won those 3 years straight. 6 on 2 in a year. Here we are with SVG won. How many this year alone? 5. So if we measure, Gordon had to race 2.5 years to even have a shot at winning 5. But he won 6, which SVG has not done in a row yet, which I will see if he does. I say he doesn't. I say he gets broken. I say he's not as good as Jeff Gordon. I say you put SVG in the old school Winston Cup car through the generations, let's go 97 to 01. He ain't going to know what to do with it. It's way too heavy. You got the most bullshit that relates to what you do right now and what you grew up with. And all you grew up doing is turning left and right. Not a Formula One, not traction control, not all this, but an actual car left and right. Which what SVG, listen, I'm not taking anything away from SVG. I'm not. That dude is awesome. He is the class of the field right now. But when you start comparing, going, oh, he's better than this, better than that, we got to see. Can he win 6 in a row? Where do we go first next year? COTA, right? Still on the schedule? What, March, whatever? If he wins COTA and goes 6 in a row, okay, cool. Now we're tied. You win 7 in a row, you're the best. You're the best to do it. You know what I mean? But again, how do you argue that when a guy raced 2 a year and now you're racing 6? 4 to 6. A little different for me, again. And it's all about style of race car and all this. But Dennis, again, wants to poke his head in. SVG all day. When did Denny Hamlin race against prime Jeff Gordon? When did he race against prime Jeff Gordon? Never. You used to sit at home and dream to be Jeff Gordon is what you really used to do, be honest. When did you come out? 04? 03? Somewhere in there? 02? Somewhere in there you came out, right? Like you came out. Come on, dude. 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000, 01, baby. Jeff Gordon was just that good being an old man, smoking you young folks. Jimmy didn't win a race. Harvick didn't win a race last season. These guys didn't win a race last season. Guess who did? My man, the GOAT. All I'm saying is when SVG has 7 in a row, you're better than Gordon. When he has, Gordon's got 9 in a career. I think 9 in a career total. And you have 6 opportunities a year. Please, by all means, please go after it. When you break that, good for you. I'll say you're the best. But until then, Gordon all day, king of the road course. Spare me. Anybody wants to argue Ricky Rudd, Rusty Wallace, yada, 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 yada. Gordon all day. All right, baby, that's going to do it for the rubbing. We are on to the grubbing. And look, man, we're going to Vegas. We might as well gamble it all. You know what I mean? We got some poker chips, as they like to call them up here at Coach's. Man, those deep-fried pickled chips right here. Got that mojo sauce, that Coach's sauce, as I like to call it, baby. I'm telling you right there, these things are fire, healthy, plentiful. Damn thing. Hell, this thing weighs like 7 pounds, man. We're getting ready to get after it. Me and Lawrence, we get off the show. If you guys haven't yet, come out, check out Coach's food, drinks, So many good things to go on down here, man. I'm telling you, this is the hub of hospitality in Savannah, Georgia. Coach's Corner, baby. So, again, stay tuned. We got Coach Demasi live tonight or at the house? Live? Live from home at what, 7? 7 o'clock. I don't know why I said 7:30 last week. Coach kind of looked at me. He gave me that coach eye. You know what I mean? But 7 o'clock, make sure you're staying tuned, y'all. Go out, follow that YouTube page as well, man. Coach Demasi does such a great job keeping you up to date on everything sports, prep sports in the area, swimming, volleyball, basketball, football, national sports, playoff picture in baseball, football going down, NFL and college. Coach got you covered, man. So make sure you're tuning in. And again, reps the city, 912 all day. Nothing but good athletes from around this area. That's all Coach known for, man. That's what he's about. So make sure you're staying tuned right here at Coach's Corner Sports Network, 7 o'clock with the Demasi Sports Report. Keep up with that. So thank you guys for tuning in. That's going to wrap it up for me. Oh, no, it didn't. Man, I got to talk about my dogs. Well, I tell you what, after Vaselining up and taking that for Bama, we came back pretty decent against Kentucky. I wasn't, fully impressed with the defense quite yet, but we're young. I give them time. Man. We're going to stride forward. Auburn this weekend, 7:30 in their house. Keys to victory, stop the QB run. I don't think we played a QB yet this year that can really run the football physically the way the guy from Auburn can if they block right. And let's be honest, Georgia's been weak in rushing the passer this year. We haven't been had a lot of pressure. We haven't had a lot of things. So we got to get after the quarterback. We got to stop the run, the QB run. And other than that, man, let's just go be dogs. Come on, man. Auburn, we're going, let's see. We're in their house, right? In their house. Man, we're going to go, I've been close all year long, by the way. I've only missed a couple points on each side. Man, I think dogs make a statement in Auburn. I think the crowd gets out of it by halftime. We're going to go 38-24 dogs. 38-24 dogs. We're hanging 38 in that house. We'll have 21 at half. 21 of it at half. That's what we say. Anyways, love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'm out. Go Dogs as always. And, hey, man, like I said, come up to Coach's. So many good events. Follow all that social Coach's has. We have here at Rubbin' and Grubbin'. Coach Demasi. Follow it all, man. You can't go wrong. I'm telling you, so many cool events, so many things you won't even know about unless you follow it. So make sure you are, man. I'm out of here. Hope you guys have a great Wednesday. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. And we're going to see how we do this weekend, man, in NASCAR. It's going to be interesting. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty, man. Thank you, guys. Love you as always. Stay safe. Till next time, wash your hands, y'all. Love you guys.